it. Alrighty, so let's take a look to see whether or not Pyroen's going to be able to take this one. We got Tygon 1 playing as the Darius, one-trick pony Aurelia player, with his main band, so he was definitely sniped from the red team here in this one, playing as that Darius in the top lane. We got Pyroen playing as the Nidalee, a godlike Nidalee player, going to be ranked 487 in NA for the champion. In the jungle, P-Butt Nutter. Oh boy, that's going to be a tough one. Going to be the godlike Kiana, going to be there in the mid lane. Final Arbiter with the Varus, and then Prussia playing as the Ahri, a support Ahri. Interesting to see. A one-trick pony Ahri player is going to be deciding to go for the Ahri in the bottom lane in the support role, as playing as the main, as the support. So I'm expecting to see what the mid lane or the bottom lane Ahri support is going to bring to the table for Prussia. Final Arbiter playing as the Varus, P-Butt Nutter playing as the Kiana, Pyroen playing as the Nidalee, and then Tygon 1 playing as the Darius. Meanwhile, over on the red team, VX1 playing as that Kale, a godlike Kale player, has 2 losses on his chance to potentially get into Master Q or Master rank number 189 Kale player, 2 losses in a row. Not going to be able to have himself with the opportunity yet to be able to get himself a win, but now going to be looking to potentially get 3 wins in a row in order to make that happen. I got 11 playing as the Kayn, a godlike Echo, and Dragasai. Swords playing as the Seraphine in the bottom lane with Attunement, playing as the one-trick pony Pyke. 92% play rate on that Pyke for Attunement in the bottom lane. So we got Seraphine Pyke versus Varus and Ahri. We haven't seen a lot of bottom Seraphine recently, and so I'm curious to see how that's going to play out in this game. A godlike Seraphine player, according to Porofessor, rank 17 Porofessor, or rank 17 Seraphine playing as Swords in the bottom lane, so we expect some really good plays coming in from the bottom laner for the red team. Have to have him go up against the one-trick pony Prussia in the Ahri. Final Arbiter playing as Varus does have his work cut out for him. He's got a one-trick pony Pyke and Attunement as well. The big issue that I think, the big concern that I think we got to deal with is, for at least for Pyroen and the blue team, is the Darius that lost his Aurelia in Champion Select. We're going to see what he's going to be able to do as we do get ourselves ready to jump into the game. If you guys have not done so already, please follow Pyroen on social media. Follow him on Twitch. Follow him on Twitter. It is all the same on YouTube as well. That way you can give him some support. Hey, Explicit, how are you? Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully no more 12-hour days here as well. That would definitely not be good. I don't want you to have to continue to have to work that hard on a 9-to-5 job. But regardless, I hope that you're doing well. We're going to get ourselves a good game here today. Hopefully it is going to be a good one for our for our player that is letting me spectate this game. Pyroen playing as that Nidalee, wanting to have a highlight game here today. 45 LP on the line right now, looking to be able to get himself back under control, looking to get a couple more wins under his belt and get him further into the Master tier. Oh man. Clearing the throat now, not dying. It's again, I'm working out. Today was a tough day, and so the phlegm is coming through. That's all. But still, gonna be a fun one for sure. Please don't say COVID. I got my vaccine. I don't need no Delta variant here in my life. That would definitely be no fun. A little bit of action in the top side of the Rift. Nidalee going to land a spear on the Kale. Wow, a lot of health on for the Kale right now, and it looks like we are getting more of pressure coming in from Pyroen onto the Kayn, and now they potentially going to get collapsed on. It's a 3v4. The stun is going to land from the Pyke. Disaster as the root comes through. Nidalee's going to go down. It's going to be Tygon going down as well. The Kiana running into the tower, and that is P-Butt Nutter going down. Attunement going to take that kill. 1 kill for the Echo for Dre Gasai, 1 kill for VX1, and another kill for Attunement. 900, 1,000 gold going towards the red team. Unfortunately, they're staying a little bit too long in the early game in the brush, going to lose their lives, and puts the red team off to an amazing start. Got that little bit of poke and then got collapsed on. So unfortunate play there for the blue team, but they are not out of this game just yet. Looks like Pyroen maybe looking to go in onto Dre. Will be able to get the spear, gets a big chunk of health down, but not going up against the against the Raptors, not going for the Krugs, and instead gonna make the decision to go for Lebanese's Raptors. Could be scary. He is at the Krugs right now, and he will see this potential for a gank or for this invade happening, and now gonna be potentially in a bad spot. What is Pyroen gonna do? Flash for flash. Dre Gasai gonna come out. We are gonna get the root onto the Kane. Will Lebanese be able to get out of that one? The Ignite is gonna come in, and a nice projectile block there. Dre gonna be able to make sure that Lebanese does not lose too much health in that one, and will be able to get out of that one. Flash gonna be taken away from Pyroen and Dre, as well as Lebanese. So at the end of the day, 2 flashes for 1 on the blue. Good play there at the end of it. Not only that, she was able to get the Raptors as well. So we'll see if that continues to be a successful invade from Pyroen moving forward in the game. Jimmy, hopefully you're doing well today as well. I notice you, Jimmy. Senpai, I notice you. I do notice you, my guy. Trust me, I do. I promise. I promise. Speaking of which, Tygon, trying to be noticed in the top lane, has a little bit of a CS advantage, but it's going to take some turret damage. 2 turret hits out of that play. Most likely we'll have to go back. Remember, his Darius is not going to be something that he is too familiar with. As we get a teleport coming in from Dre, coming back, or I'm sorry, yeah, from Dre on the Echo. Not going to be able to get much out of that, though. And now, potential engage in the bottom lane. Sword's going to be looking to try to get the kill onto the Ahri. Prusia going to go down, and it will be Final Arbiter making it a 1-for-1. Unfortunately, will not dodge the Bone Skewer, and now potentially will die himself. Gonna have to flash away, trying to get out of this one. He's gonna get several turret hits onto Attunement. Oh no! Less than 10 HP for Attunement on the Pike. Oh, but we do have Pyroen in the area, maybe looking to get the engage, looking to be able to get the kill onto the Pike. Does he see the back? No, he doesn't. It's too late. And we'll end up making sure that the red team support player is able to come through. Really nicely done, though, coming in from Attunement. Very scary situation. Less than 10 AP or 10 HP. Final Arbiter barely losing his life out of that one, but was able to get a kill onto Swords, making that a 2-for-1 play at least. Gotta be sneaky here. Gotta be careful in the middle lane. Dre and Attunement now in the mid lane with Pyroen, and we also had Prusia in the mid lane for a second, but nothing crazy happening. In the top lane, Tygon going to be able to get into the brush, will be able to survive the gank from Lebanese. VX1 low on health as well, but Tygon losing both of his summoner spells in the process. We are going to get a gank onto Lebanese. P-Butt Nutter are going to be able to get the kill on to Lebanese. The Kane will die, and an assist. Going to go for Pyroen as well. Going to be able to get the Krugs and the ever important 13 times 4. What is that? 26, 52 gold from the 4 little mini Krugs as well. A good engage, a good invade into the red side jungle again. Really nicely done, taking away these minions and these neutral camps from a Kane in the early game is going to be very important. Feast or famine for a lot of these Kane players. And what will Lebanese do now? Behind in CS, behind in, or not behind in kill participation, but is at least going to be behind in experience at this point in the contest. And behind in gold as well. Got about a 14 gold lead for Pyroen right now. That extra assist not really doing much as Prusia misses the charm onto Attunement. Swords looking to go for the root as well. Not going to be able to get it. The shield going to come through, and that will be that. The warding going to be in favor of the blue team, though. It is going to be Lebanese making the decision to go for the control ward in that Tribe Rush. We'll be able to see and potentially deny the vision later on down the line. Bone Skewer potentially come in from Attunement, wants it and will get it. And he'll go in for the stun as well. Swords gonna get a big root and a lot of damage onto Final Arbiter, who makes a decision just to go for it. Not gonna be able to get the kill onto Attunement. The healing from Swords is quite strong. And now the blue team is going to be in a dire straight situation with the Kayn in the area. Lebanese wanting to go for this one. It is going to be P-Butt Nutter looking to be able to get some damage and a kill as well. The shutdown onto Attunement. Lebanese going to be there getting the kill onto Prussia. But it will be a double kill for Pyroen with Peanut Nutter looking to be able to get the kill onto Swords as well. Heal going to be coming through. Piercing Arrow. An assist for the Varus as we already get Dre in the area as well. He does not have ultimate and will be avoiding the spear. Should be able to get out of this one. No! What damage! And the Supreme Display of Talent. He did get his ultimate. He didn't have it taken at that point. Ends up using it. Doesn't matter. Final Arbiter will get the kill onto the mid laner for the red team. And very nicely done coming in from the blue. Turning that fight around, losing only one member in the extended engage, and that was Final Arbiter on the Varus at the very beginning of it. Attunement gets shut down, Swords loses his life, Dre and Lebanese come in for assistance, and they also die as well. Good play. With those shutdowns and with the advantage in gold, blue team is going to be able to get the first dragon of the game. It is an Infernal Soul with a mount, or an Infernal Drake, with a Mountain Drake being the second one to go through. It means it's either going to be the very powerful Ocean Soul or the not so powerful Cloud Soul for this game. Ultimate-wise, if it does end up being a Cloud Soul, got the Noxian Guillotine, the Spirit Rush, would love that on Prussia and the Ahri. On the red team, Divine Intervention, Divine Judgment from VX1 on the Kale, would love that. Encore to be able to get back into a position if he does end up deciding to, if they end up getting it. Same thing with the Death from Below. Be able to get that extra movement speed on the ultimate could be really, really strong. We'll see if it decides to be that one, though. If we do get an Ocean Drake, it doesn't matter. Both teams will love the extra healing and regeneration of energy and resources moving throughout the game. 9 minutes into it, 7-6 is the score now, as we get Prussia getting a little bit of damage onto Attunement, looking to avoid the Bone Skewer. Will just flash away, and is now going to be in a bad spot. We've got Lebanese now looking to go in, getting the kill onto the Ahri. Does not have Spirit Rush, and will end up going down. What damage coming in from P-Butt Nutter to be able to get the kill onto Lebanese. The Supreme Display of Talent and the roam now coming in from Tygon to potentially get the kill. No! Will not be able to get it. The root, however, from P-Butt Nutter will be able to secure the kill onto... Pardon me, that was not the root from the Kiana. It was Final Arbiter with the Chain of Corruption, getting the root onto Attunement, making sure that they get that to be a 2-for-2 trade. Unfortunately, Tygon dying in that fight, not going to be able to drop off the Noxian Guillotine right before he dies, means that it is a 2-for-2 fight. Uh-oh, maybe a lot of damage going in onto P-Butt, trying to be able to get out of that one. No, going back in, trying to assassinate the Kayn. Will end up going down. Pyroen not able to land the spear. Is going to flash right in to the Kale. Going to dodge the slow, but will not be able to get away from that one. Pyroen's going to go down. VX1 is going to get the kill. And the red team getting the kills off of the overextension out of that play. They wanted to get the turret plate down, and instead of getting turret plates down, they lose their lives. The shutdown on the Diddley is big, and it means that Dragasai and Attunement are going to share some turret plate gold in the mid lane. That's 160 gold apiece. Spirit Rush is now online for Prussia. Used it against Swords, who still has Encore ready to go, potentially for the next engagement that they decide to go for. A lot of damage on to Lebanese, trying to be able to get out of that one. Will avoid the root and will be able to survive. And unfortunately, in the top lane, things are not going better. Attunement is going to be there. Noxie and Guillotine not even going to get used for Tygon, as Attunement is able to secure themselves another kill in the top lane. VX1 with some free pushing power in the top lane as well. It's going to be an extra 320 gold in her pocket. And she's able to get not only that, but also the minions down as well. Rift Herald was spawned. It looks like it was spawned mid lane. So P Buttnutter and Nidalee Pyroen will be able to split a little bit of gold themselves. The charm is going to land onto Attunement. The spear into the piercing arrow, but the Encore is going to be able to take down Final Arbiter. Swords with an amazing play there. Unfortunately, does not get the double kill onto Pyroen, but is able to secure the root and then the Encore kill onto Final Arbiter. Swords 2-2 and 6 now, as the bottom lane Seraphine, the spear, not going to be enough damage, but will force Swords to leave the bottom lane, with Dragon now spawning in less than a minute. Not only that, we got P-Buttnutter being able to get the kill onto Dre, and now looks to get the engage onto Attunement. Does get it barely right before Death from Below takes it, and we get the Swagger Penguin coming through. But will she survive another engage? No, she will not. It's going to be the Flash to try to be able to secure the kill onto Lebanese. Will she get it? She will. It will be Pyroen being able to get the kill onto Lebanese. The teleport coming in from Dre. Looking to potentially go for something against Pyroen. Nope, will not being able to get it. Instead, makes that a 2-for-1 trade in the top lane, with Tygon going down. Another kill for VX1. Sword's going to be caught out to a bad spot. Gonna have to flash away, avoids the kill, being able to get behind the minions to avoid the spear. But now, with the dragon now ready to be taken for the blue team, looks like they will be able to get it. Lebanese is nowhere close to potentially contest this one. They don't even need to smite it. And it will be the Cloud Drake. The Cloud Soul is going to be the treasure for both of these teams to potentially go for moving forward. We'll see if that continues to be the play. See what they decide to go with. If they do decide, or if the teams do decide to make that a priority now, not necessarily the most important dragon, but you don't want to give the blue team at this point, with the dragon advantage, the chance to get into soul points. They are behind in gold, 28,000 gold compared to 26, as Pia Nutter goes down in the mid lane to the extended engage from 3 members of the red. Dre, Attunement, and the Kane Lebanese are all in the mid lane. And to be able to take the Raptors, a little bit of revenge for that early game shenanigans coming in from Pyroen, but now going to be potentially getting a bad spot. Pyroen going to be taking a lot of damage, maybe biting off a little bit more than she could chew. Trying to get away, will not be able to do so. Pyroen does get the kill onto Attunement, makes it a 1-for-1 trade. But unfortunately, again, in the top lane, it is VX1 all alone. It's a 3-0-2 KO, level 11, might be even level 12 very soon. We'll be able to get the tower in the top lane to go down. That is the second tower of the game to die. And a good play coming in from this Kale. It's going to be very difficult for her to not be ignored, or to be ignored in the late game as the game continues to progress. The X1 playing as that Kale, level 11, gets that power spike. Another one at level 16, I believe. Might be level 15. No, it's level 16. And so at that point, I mean, Kale just becomes extremely potent. And you're talking about one of the best Kales in NA in VX1. I'm very excited to see what that means now. As P-Buttnutter looking to be in a bad spot as well. Trying to get away, will be able to use the grass alteration on her W to be able to get away from that shield. They're going to do it again. Trying to be able to get it. What a play coming in from P-Buttnutter. Oh, doesn't get the kill onto Attunement, but nicely done using that supreme display of talent to stun the X1 and Attunement over the wall. Almost gets the kill, almost gets the double kill, but the death from below will be enough, and the blue team will lose their mid laner again. Behind by 2,500 gold, 16 minutes into the contest, both teams with a turret. Next neutral objective online is this Rift Herald. It will force a teleport out of VX1. The Encore actually not landing off screen from Swords will end up going down. Umbral Trespass onto Tygon. He'll be getting a heal from a Final Arbiter, and Pyroen's gonna land the spear. Gonna be able to secure the kill onto Lebanese. Swords will die as well. Dre trying to be able to get the stun, won't be able to do so. Attunement very low, going to survive, however. The teleport from VX1 is now no longer in play. They did deny the Rift Herald from getting taken by the blue team for the time being. But a good play coming in from the blue team. They're able to get themselves 2 kills and are now looking maybe for a little bit more. We get Divine Judgment popped by VX1 there. Worried potentially that attunement is going to get dove upon. That ultimate is a very long cooldown, 100 seconds. No longer available for VX1 as Pyroen looks to get the kill onto an ultless Kale. Will she be able to do it? So much damage coming in, and the Noxian Guillotine from Tygon will get that kill. Another Noxian Guillotine. The shutdown is there. It will be Tygon coming back into the game with a double kill and a shutdown onto Attunement. Lebanese in the mid lane going to be able to secure the kill onto Prussia, looking to potentially deny the Rift Herald yet again. This time it is a 1v1 play. The Darius is still top lane with the Rift Herald now at 4,000 HP. Lebanese on the way, going to use that E, looking to potentially find a way to get the kill onto the Rift Herald. Will she get it, though? It will not be the case, and instead he will disengage. Will be Pyroen being able to get that neutral objective right before the dragon spawns in 19 seconds. Has that empowered recall. Lebanese going to be over at his Krugs, not making the decision to go straight to the dragon. See if that potentially costs them vision and map control here for this crucial neutral objective. Again, you do not want to give the blue team the third dragon of the game. So this could be a very important team fight. Divine Judgment is about ready for VX1, but everything else is online. Flash not there for Pyroen as well as for Prussia, as it looks like the Nidalee is making the decision to go for it right now. With Tygon not in the area, this could potentially be very bad as we get a lot of damage onto the Ahri. Umbral Trespass, though, not going to go down. It will be Prussia being able to survive, and it does look like the blue team looking to go for the disengage onto that one. Lebanese now going to be on it, but instead going to lose the leash. A little bit of damage. The root not going to land from Swords. Encore is still in play. 4,200 health on the dragon. The Cloud Drake is there. Both teams wanting to go for it. It will be Lebanese being able to get the Scuttle Crab, but that is a small consolation prize. Yet again, we're going to see a little bit of damage coming through. What a spear coming in from Pyroen, getting the kill onto Dre, making it a 4v5, and a supreme display of talent. Gonna get a double kill, a triple kill for Peanut Butter. I have no idea, but regardless, what a play coming in. My goodness, great play coming in from Butt Nutter to be able to get the kill and the stun onto several members of the red team, securing that dragon and getting themselves an ace against the red. What a play. An amazing spear coming in from Dre as well, as they are able to continue to keep that momentum going. The blue team with a huge play gets themselves in the lead by about 2,000 gold now, and they're going to be going for Baron as well, not letting the action stop, not letting the momentum go. Lebanese is now in the area, maybe looking to go for the steal on the Baron. Charm does not land, nor does Chain of Corruption, and now this could potentially be a good play. Umbral Trespass onto the Ahri. Will not be able to get the kill. Nicely done coming in from the blue team. They did lose a couple of ultimates there, but they do get the Baron to go down. The Pike not going to be able to get the kill onto the Kiana. Will ignite her, however. The heal going to come in from the Nidalee. It does not matter. The shutdown will go through on Butt Nutter, and it now will be the blue team trying to escape with those Barons intact. Pyroen probably not going to be able to get out of this one now, as we've got Dragasai and Swords in the area. Level 13, the Nidalee trying to do what she can, will not be able to get out of this one, running for her life. Gonna go golden with that Zhonya's Hourglass, but it's not going to matter, just wasting a little bit more time. Pyroen will go down, and the blue team will eventually lose their jungler. At the end of the day, it is now only 2 members of the blue team now with their Baron buff, and it is the bottom lane. Prussia and Final Arbiter both going to have Baron still, and it will be a shutdown onto Attunement. Solo kill coming in for Prussia there, showing up a one-trick pony Ahri that she is, taking against a very strong one-trick pony Pyke as well in Attunement. And remember, that third dragon went over to the blue team, which means that in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they might be able to go for a 4-and-done Cloud Soul. Baron up for another minute and 30 seconds. Actually, unfortunately, for the blue team, Pyroen can have to use that Rift Herald in their base. Wasn't able to get herself into a good position to use it before. Should have probably just used it in the mid lane when they were going for Baron, but I mean, splitting hairs at that point. As we get the gank and the engage coming in onto Swords. A lot of damage going in on Prussia and trying to be able to get the kill onto Swords. The Encore going to land on Final Attunement and onto Tygon. Tygon trying to get out of that one, will not be able to. Death from Below is going to land. The stun not going to land on a Pyroen though, as Final Arbiter goes on a killing spree onto the X1. The Spear going to land yet again. It's going to be a flash from the Kayn. Swords will die as Pyroen gets a double kill. And Final Arbiter is going to go into a rampage. Teleport going to come in from Dre, one to get a kill, but that spear, oh my gosh, so much damage. Chrono Break actually going to send Dre right back to the base. And the blue team will be able to get themselves another successful team fight, up by about 2,400 gold. A very action-packed 23-minute game. Item-wise, taking a look at what we got here, as it looks like we are going to see Final Arbiter go unstoppable, with the Attunement going down. It might not even matter at this point. With Dragon spawning at 57 seconds, it might not even matter what items they've got. Stridebreaker on the Darius. We've got Prowler's Claws on P. Buttnutter and Final Arbiter, who is now dominating with that Prowler's Claw. Hextech Rocket Belt for Prussia and the Ahri, and then Night Harvester coming in from Pyroen. On the blue team, Riftmaker. On BX1, you've got Lebanese with the Gore Drinker. Hextech Rocket Belt on a Dre, as we get another lot of damage with that True Damage Orb from the Ahri. They look to continue to get the engage in. The stun will land onto 2 for P. Buttnutter, but unfortunately will go down. Looks like Tygon will die as well. And it will be the double kill for Attunement using that Death from Below. Dragon spawning in 13 seconds. And the blue team, maybe making a little bit of a throw here, was able to get the first of 2 Nexus turrets to die. Chain of Corruption not going to land, as we get a little bit of damage onto Attunement via that piercing arrow. And we got Nidalee trying to race to get this dragon down. Will she be able to do it? Lebanese is in the area, and they will be able to get into the engagement there. It'll avoid the Bone Skewer, but at this point, it should end up being the 3rd dragon of the 4th dragon of the game, going to Lebanese and the red team. Looks like that is exactly going to be the case. Red God, thank you so much for the follow. Really do appreciate that. As we get into the 25-minute mark, because of that extended engage coming in from the blue team, yes, they did get that first of 2 Nexus turrets to go down, but they lose the extra movement speed, the extra ability haste on the ultimate, and the movement speed on the ultimate by going for that losing couple of lives as well. But at this point, still in the lead, has the momentum with the middle inhibitor down. Gore Drinker coming in from Lebanese, Hextech Rocket Belt coming in from Dre. Sword's going to have that Shurelia's, and then we've got the Dustblade coming in from Attunement on the Pyke. Gold-wise, the richest person on the Rift is going to be Final Arbiter on the Varus. 700 gold bounty, 12,600 or 12,600 is his gold right now, with 12 on the Kiana. Peanut Nutter going to try to be able to get away from this engage on from the Pike. It is going to be a lot of damage. The stun is going to come in. Actually taking no damage, it looks like, from that Umbral Trespass. Going to be able to secure the kill onto Lebanese using that Supreme Display of Talent. That is a bad play there coming in from Lebanese. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get that kill, and is now going to be in a bad spot team-wise for the red team. So it looks like VX1 is going to try to get the kill and will be able to. Divine Judgment be able to be used to get the kill onto Tygon. It'll be Peanut Nutter going down as well as Pruzia gets the kill onto VX. Nice play coming in from the Ari, going golden immediately at the perfect time. It is going to be Pyroen going down, however. It is going to be Dre getting that kill. A little bit of damage on to the Echo, who gets the blind play coming in from that piercing arrow. Final attunement is legendary and gets the double kill out of the extended fight that Lebanese was not a part of. It means that the blue team is able to get the pseudo ace. Very nicely done coming in from Final Arbiter. Again, going to increase the lead a little bit more for the blue team, up by 3,000 gold. Trying to be able to get away from Lebanese. Now is going to flash the W, and we'll try to be able to get the kill. Umbral Trespass is there, looking to get him right out to the open. Will not be able to get it. Nice play coming in from Lebanese. Final Arbiter will die, and that is an extra 1,000 gold in the pocket of Lebanese. And this Kane, looking to be able to get his third item, has the Manamuni, or the Murabana at this point with the Gore Drinker. Buffbill's Warhammer is also available. Attunement looking to be able to clear out wards. It's going to be seen by Tygon and potentially going to be taken out. Nope, going to be able to use his E to be able to get away and will now be looking to disengage. Unfortunately, it's going to be caught into the hands of Prussia, who has great map control right now. These vision wards are coming in clutch, has an 80 vision score. Very impressive coming in, as unfortunately for the red team, things go from bad to worse. VX1 is going to go down to Peanut Nutter, and now the blue team has 5 members alive compared to just 3 for the red. And if they want to be able to go for this inhibitor, go for this Baron, they're probably going to have a good opportunity to do it. All 5 members of the red team or the blue team are now alive. Lebanese is now in the area with Dre and Swords not far behind. A good encore coming in from Swords could potentially be huge for the red team. We do get the bars now in the area. Chain of Corruption is going to land. The encore is going to hit 5, but unfortunately there just wasn't any damage. What a play! Dre Gasai will steal the Baron buff, and 3 members of the red team are going to be able to use it. Disaster in that play going in for Pyroen, not thinking that Dre was able to get that kill onto the Baron, and instead will lose it. And on top of that, Dre even survives. Nice Baron steal. The lead is now there for the red team in terms of the, or not in terms of the gold, but in terms of Baron and power that it provides. But with Lebanese down for another 10 seconds, it does mean that the blue team is now in a good position to be able to get this Cloud Soul. Looking to potentially get the drag, or get the blue buff down. It is going to be a bad play. It looks like coming in for Priority, who's going to have to use her golden. Going to get rooted, going to be able to get out of that one, however. Got Guardian Angel now online. Dre Gasai is going to go down. That Baron buff will go down as well. VX1 is going to be able to get Pyorian away. And now it's going to be some kills for the red team. Kiana is going to lose her Guardian Angel as Tygon dies. Supreme Display of Talent was not there that time. And unfortunately, with Prussia not there, things do not work out for the blue team. And now the red are going to be able to get themselves the second Cloud Drake of the game. Red team wanting to potentially get this dragon will be able to get it because of that nice play. Lebanese coming in at the perfect time. Yes, VX1 and Dre die, but with 4 members of the blue team dying, they are denied the Cloud Soul yet again. Now, what does the blue team do? Spirit Rush going to get used by Prussia to try to get away, but Lebanese is now in the area, going to use that Chilling Smite to get that slow, and that is going to be it. The golden hourglass going to be there, but it's not going to be enough. An extra 700 gold again going to be in Lebanise's pocket. Going to be able to take the gold advantage even against Pyroen. Looking to be able to go in for the kill. Unfortunately, will go down. Still going to be in the lead by about 600 gold against the Nidalee. Pyroen still alive, and it will be Lebanese down. Unfortunately, though, Baron is still up for the red team on 2 members. And it will be the Varus having to use his hourglass, going golden, but won't be able to get out of that one. Will use his Chain of Corruption right before he dies, or doesn't actually use his Chain of Corruption. Swords goes down to Peanut Nutter. It's going to be the Kiana, the only member of the red team, the blue team alive, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be a double kill as we get VX1 die into Peanut Nutter. Can use that Ignite effectively there. Prussia is up online, so they will be able to potentially deny the kill onto the Nexus, but with 4 members of the blue team down, looks like we are going to see an inhibitor die. The charm will not land, and that is going to be it. They will lose that mid lane inhibitor. And so things just continue to work in the red team's favor. Dre with that amazing use of that Baron steal. The kills against the blue team with that Baron buff still intact in the bottom lane, going to deny them Cloud Soul. And with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining, that's the next big neutral objective that's available. What is the blue team going to do? They have lost the gold lead. They're now behind by about 4,000 gold. I mean, 32 minutes into the game, not necessarily that big of a difference maker at this point. 4,000 gold really not going to be too much of an advantage, especially when several members of both teams now looking to reach full build in just the next couple of moments. But with these shutdowns going in on to Lebanese, he's got Gore Drinker, Black Cleaver, Muramana with that Death's Dance. We're going to get one final item, and that will be that for its full build. Almost going to lose his life. Attunement will just use that Scryer's Bloom, and we'll see that the Kiana is waiting in the area. And now Prussia looking to maybe do the same. Nope, we are going to get a little bit of a lull in the game, however. Like I said, the next neutral objective being that Baron. Peanut Nutter on the Kiana, going to be in the bottom lane, looking to push that forward. VX1 does not have teleport, but he's going to go top lane. And so there's going to be a laner in both of the side lanes now for the blue and the red, trying to push forward. We got 4 members of the blue team in the mid lane. Remember, that inhibitor is down for the blue team for another about 3 minutes or so. So that's going to be big, especially with the Baron spawning in 57 seconds. Got all 5 members of the blue team now in the bottom lane. VX1 going to come back in a recall, making sure that she's going to be there potentially for a very crucial team fight that is coming up momentarily. During all this time, the super minions are there, barely going to be able to avoid that. Looked like maybe Attunement might be caught out, but no, was able to get away barely. And now it's going to be potentially an engage onto Lebanese. Will die. Pyroen's going to get the kill. Bone Skewer going to land onto the Ahri, who's going to go golden. A double kill, a triple kill for Pyroen. Very nicely done. Not only that, they're able to get the kill onto Dre as well. And that might just be it. VX1 against the world. The only member to die was Peanut Nutter, who's looking to potentially keep this game, or the blue team now looking to potentially end this game now. We have VX1 level 18. Wow, so much damage. Is going to be able to get the kill onto Prussia. Is now looking to get the engage onto Pyroen as well. A lot of damage going to come in. It will be a little bit of turret hits coming in onto Pyroen, who will be able to survive. And now they're going to be looking to potentially prepare for this dragon. 3rd time's the charm to get this Cloud Soul spawning in 8 seconds. With VX1 the only member of the red team alive, it does look like the blue team will be able to get the Cloud Soul, but it is the red team making the decision to go for the Baron buff. VX1 level 18 Riftmaker, Wits, and Death Dance Gnasher's Tooth. Full build will be able to just pretty much solo this dragon. I'm sorry, this Baron. As Lebanese gets it, Cloud Soul is now online for the blue team. And so at the end of the day, I mean, yes, the blue team does get the Cloud Soul. They finally are able to get it. But unfortunately, I mean, it does mean The red team does get all 5 members of their team with Baron. Blue team inhibitor is looking to come back here in just a moment. That could be big for them as we move forward throughout the game. Blue team, remember the red team did lose their inhibitor in the bottom lane, or I'm sorry, in the mid lane in that last little engage. 4 members of the red team dying. So right now we've got ourselves a very long game, 36 minutes for Pyroen and the blue team. A very exciting back and forth battle yet again. Another very exciting back and forth battle here on the show. 2 in a row now, which is really cool to see. The next big team fight could potentially do it. I think the red team looking to try to end this game while the Baron is still up. The blue team looking to hold on to it for as long as possible. Looks like we might be getting an engagement here in the river. And remember, any engagement that any team tries to go for, initiated by any team, won by any team, could potentially secure the victory for the winner of that team fight. 37 minutes into the game, these cooldowns or these death timers are now extremely strong. And it does look like they are going to try to make a play here. Attunement wanting to be able to get the bear or be able to get the inhibitor to go down with that Baron buff. Won't be able to get it in time. Looking to potentially catch the blue team off guard. Not going to happen this time. Got about another minute 30 remaining on the Baron. Attunement waiting in the wings. Sword's now looking to push forward. The inhibitor is now respawned. Russia looking for a good charm, looking for some way to be able to get this one back under control. And it looks like the blue team now making the decision to disengage. They do not want to go for something quite yet. They are going to go for a back. And with that back, it does mean that this Baron, unfortunately for them, really not going to be that useful. They don't really get anything off of it. Not even the side turrets go down. They made that play in the mid lane inhibitor, but it does not work. So at the end of the day, the blue team successful in their defense. They're going to be able to deny that inhibitor to go down. And now they're going to be looking to potentially use that Cloud Soul that they have to end this game. Are they going to be able to make that happen, though, is the question. 38 minutes into the game. I mean, this is a very good battle. Both these teams going back and forth. A lot of LP on the line. A lot of opportunity for all of these players to perform well. Let's see who's going to be able to take this win. It's going to be a fun one for sure. Final team fight most likely underway here in just a moment. With the inhibitor still alive, the blue team will survive the siege. The Nexus goes down, and the blue team will now look to use that Cloud Soul effectively to potentially win this game. Scryer's Plume going to come through. The root is not going to land. With the Bone Skewer threading the needle there. Not going to get anyone in that one. As they get the charm onto Attunement, this could potentially be the team fight. Attunement is going to lose his Guardian Angel. As it looks like we are getting the engage. The Umbral Trespass is going to land onto the Darius, but it's not going to matter. Tygon is going to go down. VX1 is going to get shut down. As we get Drega's side dying as well. Prussia will go down against Dre. Death from Below going to get used as Attunement survives that engagement. But now 3 members of the red team now dead. 2 members of the blue team now dead. Pyroen and the blue team now looking to end this game. They've only got 1 Nexus turret to go down as we get the engagement onto Attunement, onto Final Arbiter. Final Arbiter will die, making it a 1v2 at the tower. It's not going to matter, but the turret, the inhibitor respawns. Peabody Nutter now looking to be able to get the inhibitor down immediately. 14 seconds remaining until Swords comes back. But I think that will be it. A long game and a successful one for Pyroen and the rest of the blue team. Shout out to this mid laner, Peabody Nutter, the Kiana, having a phenomenal game. A couple of amazing plays. But all in all, I mean, a really fun game. A good win for the blue team. Congratulations to them. They're going to be able to get themselves a win here today, securing themselves this victory and a win with some nice LP gains as well.